Damian Lillard's situation took a major turn recently when the Milwaukee Bucks waived him, stretching out the $115 million left on his contract to make room for a trade to acquire Myles Turner. Now, the superstar point guard has the freedom to choose his next destination, and one team that's reportedly expressed serious interest is none other than the Golden State Warriors. If you're a fan of Lillard, the Warriors, or just the NBA in general, you're going to want to stick around because we've got some big news coming your way. Before we dive into the details, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on those notifications so you don't miss out on any of the latest NBA news. And as always, leave a comment down below. Where do you think Damian Lillard should land next? All right, let's jump into it. So, here's where things get really interesting. According to ESPN's Mark J. Spears, the Warriors are one of the many teams that reached out to Damian Lillard after the Bucks waived him. This could be huge, especially when you consider Lillard's connection to the Bay Area. As Spears mentioned on NBA Today, Lillard grew up going to games at Oracle Arena. In fact, he would sneak into the media room just to grab sodas, a true Warriors fan from the start. That personal connection to the franchise makes this rumored interest even more compelling, and it's something that Bay Area fans are certainly going to get excited about. Now, we've already seen a lot of chatter about Jonathan Kuminga this offseason. Spears reported that there's some optimism within the Warriors camp that Kuminga will re-sign, but the idea of a sign-and-trade deal for him is also floating around. However, it turns out there's a potential path for the Warriors to sign Lillard and still keep Kuminga on the roster. ESPN's Brian Windhorst chimed in, saying it wouldn't necessarily be an either-or situation between the two players. So, it's possible the Warriors could land Lillard without having to sacrifice Kuminga, which could set up a very intriguing roster for next season. However, any team looking to sign Lillard will need to exercise some patience. Lillard suffered a torn Achilles during the playoffs, and reports suggest he could miss most, if not all, of the 2025-26 season. While that's definitely a big concern, it's also worth noting that Lillard is reportedly elated with the situation, according to Sam Amick of The Athletic. He's already received calls from several contending teams, which means there's no shortage of suitors for the veteran guard, even with the injury. But let's be real here. The only thing missing from Damian Lillard's resume is a championship ring. That's where the Warriors come in. With a veteran core of Stephen Curry, Jimmy Butler, and Draymond Green, Golden State will undoubtedly be in championship or bust mode over the next few seasons. Adding Lillard, even if he's sidelined for the majority of the season, would solidify their chances at another title run when he's fully healthy. It would also be a homecoming for Lillard, which is another factor that could play into his decision-making. He's been in the league for over a decade now, and with the twilight of his career looming, returning to the Bay Area could be incredibly appealing. Not only would he be joining a team in win-now mode, but he'd also be coming back to his roots, a place he's always felt connected to. Of course, the injury is a major caveat here. The Warriors, or any team looking to sign Lillard, will have to carefully manage his recovery, but given Lillard's reputation as one of the most talented point guards in NBA history, the potential reward could be worth the risk. With the Warriors already in the mix, let's not forget about the other teams that could be after Lillard. Reports suggest he's had discussions with several contenders, and while Golden State may have the personal connection, other teams are surely going to put their best foot forward to make a play for him. Still, the Warriors' mix of championship pedigree and Lillard's desire for a title makes them one of the most intriguing landing spots for the star guard. As we continue to see developments around this situation, one thing is clear. Lillard is entering a phase of his career where winning a championship is the top priority. He's had an incredible run with Portland, but at 35 years old, time is running out. Wherever he lands, he'll be focused on one thing: securing that elusive ring. So, what do you think about this? Should Lillard head back to the Bay Area and join the Warriors? Or should he look elsewhere for a better chance at a title? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to share this video with your friends who are also wondering where Lillard might end up. And as always, if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to the channel for more in-depth NBA coverage and updates. Thanks for watching.